We all know for a fact that when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you're always stuck doing a dance that you don't want to do, playing a game that you don't want to play. For a while, we don't even know that we're playing a game or what the rules are. We don't know that we're being maneuvered, managed, and manipulated completely without our choosing. Dealing with a narcissist is pretty much like playing a chess game. Chess requires a fair amount of strategy. You have to plan so many moves ahead, all the while anticipating what your opponent is going to do. I found this is very much the way somebody highly narcissistic will operate when they are trying their hardest to get a response out of you. And that's really all a narcissist ever wants if we know anything about narcissism. They are looking to get a rise out of you. A specific response, a reaction, and the way they play the game will cause you to have those responses. This is a person who knows how to piss you off, how to make you cry. They know every button to push to get you to react exactly the way they want you to. What I find incredibly interesting is what happens when a narcissist says something or does something looking for that specific reaction, and we don't give them that. We don't give them that satisfaction, whether we mean to or not. I have learned that not only do they need that rise, reaction, response, however you want to say it, not only do they need that, they're looking for a very specific move to be played on our part. For example, the silent treatment. The narcissist, without warning, goes dark and they don't speak to you for hours or even days. They're just radio silent. This is and always will be a form of punishment. In this moment, they have taken away communication. So what is it they're looking for when they do something like this? Well, they want you to blow up their phone and call and text and reach out, cry, beg. Most importantly, they want you to apologize because they feel as if you have wronged them in some way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going through this punishment. They want to drive you insane, wondering and worrying, being a hot mess, wanting to know what's going on. They want you to be a mess. This is your punishment, again, for whatever you did. Have you ever just gone quiet during a silent treatment? When they decide to show up, have you acted like maybe they didn't even leave? It will become very clear very fast, depending on how you react, that they don't appreciate whatever reaction it was that you gave them. I find this incredibly fascinating that their manipulation runs so deep that not only do they need you to have a reaction to their bullshit and their immature, adolescent, inappropriate behavior, they actually need you to react accordingly, and they have all of this planned out. But when you mix shit up, when you change the plan, it really throws them off. You are changing the rules. You're not playing fair. And of course, they don't like this. If you'd like to talk about a narcissistic relationship that you feel you are in, or maybe you were in, you can send an email to bookachatwithjess@gmail.com to inquire about private one-on-one chats and coaching with me if you feel you need it. You can really see clearly an example of this when you're being hoovered. Being hoovered is a great example. When you are hoovered by a narcissist, typically, first they try to come back all sweet and nice and fluffy. And what happens when you don't give in? They decide they'll hoover again in most cases. Maybe they'll send you a scathing message about how awful you are, you ruined them, you destroyed them, they get mad. Perhaps you ignore that one too. The next hoover might be some kind of crisis. They're dying, someone's dying, something's wrong, and they need you. Now, not all of them hoover like this, but a lot of them do. When you don't follow that plan that they have in place, you didn't respond to sweet and nice and fluffy, then you didn't respond to angry. There is always there's confusion. There is an obvious struggle there. They now don't know what to do because, again, you're not playing the game right. I've said this for years that it's all a game. So truly, pick up your ball and go home, because that's all it's ever going to be with somebody who's highly narcissistic. And if you don't get out in a fairly quick fashion, it quickly just becomes a hole that gets too deep, and it's incredibly difficult to get out of. Never, ever play games with a narcissist. They plan too many moves ahead. They don't play fairly. They will do anything they can to make sure that everything works out according to plan, their plan, whatever is best for them. Let me know your thoughts on manipulation, mind games, reactions, and all that stuff down in the comments. Share anything else that you want to share. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.